Welcome. And welcome to the show. As you know, I'm Joey Wobbs. This is Zig. Zig's around here somewhere behind me. He's just guarding the door. As you guys can see, he's doing the nice little guard dog situation here. I'm the host, Joey Wobbs. I appreciate everyone coming over and saying what's up. We're just gonna do something short because I still gotta whoop Ahmed's ass in 2K or in NCAA. I still gotta whoop his ass. So we're gonna do something short here. I'm gonna send the link out ASAP so you guys can we can have the full panel. I have just a few things I want to talk about. I'm gonna bring up the game for tomorrow. Maybe we get Link if we can get Link on. Link can talk about his game a bit before we start our weekly show. And then we're going to talk about some of the games that happened today. We're going to talk about a little bit of Estival. And bless up to everybody. We got 17 people here. Let's make sure everyone gets a nice welcome. I appreciate it. Welcome. Let's see if anybody from the football locker is up. We'll send out the link to the football locker, guys, and let's get this thing started. All right. So I know you guys probably saw what the lineup I want at Ahmed's stream, but I'm gonna just do it again because I just want to have a quick conversation about how this could look. Yeah, it's 300. Of course, bro. Of course. 300. Can you message me on Twitter quick? Or just at least hit me up on Twitter really quick. I'll absolutely 100% we can get you on, right? I have no problem doing that. Just hit me on Twitter. You can come on right now for all I care. I don't mind. You're one of the people who came on this channel as I started the channel, so you're more than welcome on. Let's pull this up. Big up, everyone. Bless up, Dab. I appreciate Dab. Dab, you are a regular too, so I appreciate seeing you every single time in the beginning. I know that we're not everybody's a big chatter in the chat, but I do see this shit that people do show up. I got nearly 30 people in here on a spur of the moment situation. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool that I have that now. We're at 500 subs, and I really do appreciate all of you guys that have came through and got me to 500. That's the first thing, man. That's the first thing I got to do. I got to thank y'all. 3 months ago when I started this shit, in the thought that, I always wanted to start it a long time ago, but I never thought that the UK and the European fans would stay up and watch me talk. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't think that would be the case. And then slowly but surely, I started seeing some of the other guys, like Staffy specifically, and I saw that his fan base would still support him at late at night, and I saw casually would have his fan base support him late at night. And then I was like, why can't I do that? I didn't see why I couldn't do it. Why I wasn't capable of doing something like that. And it was really cool to see myself hit 500K. I was just sitting there I just finished golfing with my girl, and big up Melon. I just finished golfing with my girl yesterday, and I went to go check the channel because I knew I was pretty close, and she goes, what are you doing? I'm like, I was just quickly taking a peek at the channel because I was supposed to get I got really close to 500K, and she goes and she looks, and she goes and she's like, I don't want you to look. She takes my phone And then she goes, she looks and it's $4.99, and she goes and she subs. And it was like really kind of dope to just kind of see all of that kind of like come to play, because I didn't really like, I've been telling her I've been doing this little channel thing, and that's why I have it like I'll be like gone for 3 hours after work, like not talking to nobody, not really doing much. And like she realizes that I'm trying to do this and trying to like, actually like make this channel. So like she's mad supportive of it too. So it's like at the end of the
Yeah.
day, this is just really cool how it's all coming together. Just like I didn't think it would ever come together like this. I didn't think it would ever get to 500 people, bro. Like ever. Like that was never my thought. Like I know guys who have started channels 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and they're still at 200, 300 people. And I'm like, I got 500 in 3 months, guys. And that's because of you guys, right? Like you, Melon, and like everybody in the chat that's like, you know, and I'm not gonna stop, guys. Like that's for real. Like I'm not about to stop. Like that's,
Announcing your
you
retirement
know,
now.
like I ain't gonna about to
Thanks for
stop.
500. I'm gone.
So like this is just cool to me. This is just cool to me, you know. This is just all very cool. I didn't even to set something up an hour ago and have 30 people just show up like this is crazy to me. So like that's really dope. Like man, like even when I DJ'd, I didn't have 30 people show up on a spur of the whim moment. So it's like this is just dope. Like I have nothing more other than that to say. It's mad dope. So now that I got all the sappy shit out of the way, we could talk about the game tomorrow.
Yes, bro, I'm excited.
Let's pull up the formation real quick. Let's make the formation first. So we'll get that. We'll get them here. This looks weird.
Levi Colwell on the left wing.
This is just the numbers look weird, bro.
You can if you
I
go
know I
on,
can change the numbers, but I'm just saying the numbers just look
if you go
weird.
bottom left, you can just go show position names. It says jersey text. Show position names at the top. Oh, that works as well.
This is how I'm gonna do how I would like. Okay, this is how I would like it to look. As much as I don't like Nkuku up top, like personally, but it's okay. It's better there than on the wing.
Oh yeah, for sure. I thought you said earlier that you'd wanted the other way around with Jackson.
Yeah, I mean it's what I expected to be. That's what I expected to be. I expected to be Jackson here and Cristo here.
Yep.
That's what I expected to be at least. This is Gusto.
Brilliant in that position. Vega.
Nah, it won't be.
What?
He just played 90 minutes.
Yeah. Brilliant game too.
He just played 90 minutes, man. I keep on spelling him wrong, but oh no, we have another name for this guy. What's his name? It's Lamar. That's Lamar.
Why the fuck do we call him Lamar?
Go look it up. Go look up Levi Colwell's full name. And then this is Wesley. And unfortunately, it'll be Sanchez.
Lamar Samuels.
Yep, Lamar Samuels. Thank you for that second part of it.
Yeah. New signing.
Big up 300. Yeah, big up 300. It's nice to have you on the channel, my guy. You've been a regular for a minute. Let me actually do that right now so I don't forget, because I'm going to forget later.
Big up, Joey. Hope you guys can hear me good.
Yeah, we can.
Big up.
Big up, Ellen. It's nice to be on stream finally.
Yeah, bro.
I like
It's
supporting
nice
all
to have you on
the
here,
Chelsea
and I just
content
added you
creators.
to the group, so you can come on at any time now.
I appreciate it. Nah, it's nice to find some Chelsea creators that keep it real, you know.
Yeah, you know.
I've been on the YouTube scene, well, like just watching YouTube all the time. And just watching all the YouTube creators, and like I said on my chat, I mean, I put it on the chat before, Joey, that I've watched a lot of people, and I don't watch them no more just because it's like, bro, just say what you think, you know, not what people
Yeah.
want to say.
I mean, that's how it's supposed to be, right? That's why you're here, is to hear what I'm trying to say, right? Like that's why you guys are here.
Yep.
I ain't gonna try to beat around no bush. That's the last thing. I did have a Dewsbury Hall question from Daniel. And I know this is you, Daniel. I think it's you. I think that's Daniel. But yeah, thoughts on KDH's performance? I thought it was underrated compared to what people thought. I know he lost the ball a couple times in the game, and like that's kind of like part and parcel of what you're gonna get when you're playing next to Mudryk in certain scenarios. But no, I did, guys. I had a cook session today on NAF. You guys haven't gone back yet. You guys want to see me cook? I cooked Villa and I cooked Man U. Like, yeah, Daniel. Yeah. So I thought KDH actually had a really good game. Comparatively, like to what people expected from him, because people really expected nothing from him. And for me, the way that he plays he allows that left winger overlaps and options every single time. And for me, like when the two things that I'm looking for from this player in this type of formation is one, you have to have availability to your center backs to pick up the ball. That's the first thing that I always look for from my midfield. And he did really well doing that almost every single time he was available for the center back. Every single time. That's why you didn't see as many mistakes from Badiashile early. Early, Badiashile looked like he actually had a place to pass the ball because KDH was available every single time for him. Okay? Second thing is, since we don't have an overlapping winger, that's your job. Okay? That's what I'm expecting from you. Okay? If you don't have an overlapping winger, so let's just put it on paper, right? This is on paper, right? So he comes here and he picks up the ball, right? He comes here, picks up the ball. He's good at coming back, pick up the ball from these areas, okay? The other side of it is when this winger wants to cut inside, I need you coming and overlapping to give him an option here. When he has the ball here, I need you to either make this run. I need you to make this one to open the space up for our inside for the guy to come inside. This player right here is how you leave this person not isolated. This is the answer to not letting this player not be isolated. And when it comes to KDH, he understands the system enough where he's going to always either make this run where the ball will be picked up from the winger right here. He'll be right here, pick up the ball from here. He'll pass it to Jackson or whoever the winger is. He'll make this run, or Jackson will cut inside and he'll make this run.
Yeah.
And that's where KDH, like, that's where the average fan isn't going to like clock it, right? Because the only thing you're looking at is on the ball, right? Where I'm looking at, okay, like if I'm on the ball and I'm Badiashile, right? Like me, because I played defense, right? I played fullback. I played in that left-sided center back area. That was me. That's what I played in those positions, right? So if it's me playing in those positions, is that midfielder helping me get the ball up the field? Okay, is that midfielder that's on my side becoming available to me anytime we need to build up? And when he does build up, what is he doing afterwards? You saw it plenty of times. Mudryk was on the ball consistently. Why? Because KDH was either opening up the space for him to get the ball because he knew where to run, what areas to run into, or he was getting on the ball himself, getting the ball to Mudryk and opening up the space. That's why it was frustrating for Mudryk because he had one-on-ones. He had opportunities. And then when he did get doubled, he was making the wrong decisions. That's what was upsetting from like the overall talk from the game on KDH was because the off the ball movement, not just like going up and down, not just like the defending side of it, but the off the ball movement on helping his winger was it's such an underrated like idealism of what they, because you're expecting the fullback to go, you're expecting the fullback to cover to overlap, right? But it's really on that side specifically it's going to be that midfielder. It's really in both platforms, it's the midfielder. Just on this side, it's an actual fullback. You see this? It's an actual fullback that's coming up and being in the midfield. Now, when it's Palmer, I on this right wing, let's just say it's like this, right? Or we could just do it this way. Let's just say it's this, and Madueke is playing left wing. Okay?
Yeah.
And when it's Palmer, and Cuckoo's going to come and help out on this side, Enzo's going to still be that free roam. And then Palmer loves this area. This is where he thrives, right in this area, right in this half space. So he's going to come in, and Gusta's going to come out. And then Lavia will cover the two spaces. And then it becomes the box again. You see? It always goes back to the box, even if it's a diamond, because that's just his principle. That's what the principle ends up being. But for a build-up and covering space, you want it to be in the diamond because then you have the areas covered in all facets. If the ball goes this way, if the ball goes this way. You see?
Makes sense.
So I mean, shit, this was a brilliant. I would love to see him try to see Madueke play on the left wing, but I highly doubt that would be the case. But he played left wing for the left wing for the U21s when they won the Euros. So
For England, yeah.
like that's really what it comes down to. Like he played really well for that.
His best qualities for me is cutting in from the right onto his left foot, hitting it
So
far post.
to make him more a byline winger, you would just put him on the left because his left is his strong foot.
He's left-footed.
And then you have him go to the byline and whip crosses in, but we don't have anybody in the box to even make that a difference at this current moment. And Cuckoo's decent, and Cuckoo's good in the box, but he's not like a aerial threat by any means
or anything. Yeah.
We saw Madueke could use his right foot too, so that could be used as a weapon, as a surprise, from the left.
Well, I think it forces Madueke to start using his right foot more and more because he wants to cut inside. Like regardless, his natural motions and the way that he wants to play is to cut inside. So it forces him to go onto that right foot, which is still usable, right? Like it's still, you just saw it just it was a beautiful goal he had. But it just forces it. And Pep did it. The funny thing is Pep did this in the game against us early. He wanted Doku on the other side and Doku and Savio on opposite sides of their strong foots, so then they could get to the byline quicker. Like it forces them to use their strong foot to get to the byline rather than the byline to get the by. And bro, I've been saying this for a couple months, and then Pep does it instantly, and then they had to switch it because Doku looked like he was getting locked up. He can't use.
Doku was getting locked up.
Getting locked up, bro. So. That's the thing is, I would like to see, and that's the thing too, right? So, if his crossing is shaky on his right foot, let him get on his strong foot with his left, put him on the left, and have him cross it with his left. And I think he wouldn't need an overlap either because he's trying to get to the byline. You'd need an underlap in the end, which is what Enzo can do, what any of these other guys could potentially do. Like, it doesn't really matter. Big up, JK. JK comes in here, don't say shit. He just comes in here.
I lurk in the background.
You lurk in the exactly. You lurk in the background.
Just have to listen to men and breathing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That
All
with
right.
the
So let me
point
put
of
the
with the
formation
crossing
up.
with
Let me
the
put the formation up one more time. What do you? And I'll put. I'm gonna ask you what you guys think. Honestly, this to me is what I would. This is the most appeasing to me overall, having Madueke play on the left hand side. But that's I know that's not going to happen, so I'm assuming it's going to be this. This is what I'm assuming it will be. And then I would put, but what it should be is this, realistically.
Yep.
Just make sure Lamar Samuel's name is visible for everyone to see.
Who?
Yeah, Lamar
Oh.
Samuels. You don't know Lamar Samuels?
Yeah. I know.
See?
The point with the
Lamar
crossing,
Samuel.
though, with like Noni being able to cross, like you need a focal point inside the box. You know what I mean? So we've seen that Jackson's not always in the box to tap in the box. So that's where I think that's where we need that number 9 that stays in and around the box, because all those crosses we make, I've seen games where we make a bunch of crosses but there's nobody there.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw the cross this last game, the one no, was it this last game or was it when Neto debuted? I think no, yeah, it was the Premier League game against City. It had to go all the way to the other side because nobody was there to tap it in. So that's why I think it's so important. We need that striker. It could be Osimhen, it could be somebody. We just need somebody to
We
stay
just need
there.
somebody to sit in the box and try to finish these
Yeah,
fucking
exactly.
chances, man. Seriously, though. We need someone to stay in the box and finish these chances, bro. Not try to pick up the ball in these deep spaces every single time. And if you are going to pick up the ball in the deep space, make sure you're getting rid of it and getting into the box as soon as you can. Like, the only reason you should be picking up the ball in the deep space as a striker is if you need help in build up. Okay. So if you come back and build up and you pick up the ball, you shouldn't be holding it for that long anyways. You should be getting it back to, let me just pull it up right here. Okay. So the way that I see the build up the way the build up should be, right, is Lavia will come into this area in these two spaces right here. Okay, and pick up the ball. If he's not picking up the ball, he's going into this half space right here. Enzo's going to be wide. Gusto's going to be wide to pick up the ball in these areas. And Lavia will be right here or right in this deep area. This midfielder tends to make the deep run, and then the striker comes deep to force the center backs to make a decision. Are we going to stay with the deep run, or are we going to come and pick up the striker? One of them comes deep, one of them stays always, and then it's a pass to one of these guys right here. This ball is normally right at the center, and he just fizzes it into the striker. The striker lays it off, and then you're supposed to get back in the box. Because as soon as the ball gets back to Lavia, Enzo, or Gusto, they're driving the ball or interconnecting to get the ball into the box, into this area right here. If not interconnecting, they're probably just passing it back and just resetting. If they're being pressed, which I don't expect Wolves to press us, to be honest. I don't expect them to press us. I think it would be more of a mid block than anything. So, like you're just this, as long as we see this diamond and it's not Enzo covering half the field, we'll be fine in this game. That's just my opinion. Predictions from everybody?
It's a really difficult game to predict, to be honest. Never fancy Wolves away. I see a 1-1, but a really good performance from us.
I say
3-1.
2-0 Chelsea.
I said 3-1. I still think as long as Sanchez is in goal, we don't get a clean sheet.
Yeah. You're right. 2-1.
2-0.
2-0 Chelsea.
Chat, what we saying?
I also think next week Badiashile will get sold.
Badia, you think Badia Shield's the one that gets sold?
I do, yeah. And Murillo comes in
Murillo.
from Nottingham Forest.
He's highly rated by people. I don't know him, to be honest.
So very highly rated, and he's left-footed.
On the left side.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, my loss.
Yeah, I think so too. I think Larson's the one that scores on us.
there's another
I
Norwegian.
think
in the
Lavia.
chat.
I think Lavia locks up Cunha tomorrow.
If he
I really
starts.
do.
Really? Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't that be Caicedo, no?
I just think they get like a counter attack, and the big guy in the middle that they got is gonna end up getting a goal against us.
Do you think Lavia starts, though?
Yeah.
'Cause he
Mhm.
played a lot.
He's our best
He
player.
only played a couple minutes during the week, though. I think he came in like the 80-something minutes during the week on Thursday.
Shit.
Big up, everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with the point that I think it was another stream you guys were making that it either has to be Enzo or Caicedo. One of them has to hold bench. Like, that's just the way it's gonna be because that Enzo on the 10,
Nah, it's not good.
I don't think it's gonna work.
I think
Yeah.
Caicedo actually works in the 10. But he's just not that sort of a player for me.
I mean, I don't think you need a pressing
Us.
in this game though,
Yeah,
Not
because
in
I
this
think
game.
I think Wolves is
because
gonna be
that's
on
the only reason
on
he
a low
played him in the
block.
10 was to do the pressing, and I don't think he's gonna play a pressing 10 in this game. I don't think he'll need to.
Yeah, just the thing that I'm worried about is Wolves have some speedy forward. So if the defenders go back to their back to playing high line when Enzo doesn't want them to play high line, that's when it's gonna get sticky.
Yeah, I think that. I mean, we did pretty well against City for when it came
Yeah.
to that though, and even in the Servette game, we did pretty well.
Yeah, but we should. It's a vet. They're not a danger. They can't finish. Wolves
Yeah,
can.
plus I think City wasn't really a low block. Like I think Wolves will be a low block, but I
Yeah.
could be wrong.
No, you'll be right. Then they got Cunha up top.
So
Yeah, I just feel they have
difference in
pacey
height.
wingers, they have pacey fullbacks, pacey midfield. So one ball over the top,
Yeah, I mean, but as long
kill
as
us.
you're in a mid block, as long as we're in a mid block and we're not too high up, that doesn't make a difference.
Yeah, I
Yeah, but
agree. I'm
Joey,
just saying,
you-
like if they revert back to type,
It
where
literally
Enzo was
should
saying,
make a
like,
difference as long as you decide to play that mid block that Maresca wants you to play. It should not make a difference.
exactly. Mhm.
you're forgetting we got Colwell.
I mean, JK, his name is Lamar Samuels until proven otherwise.
And tomorrow is going to prove you otherwise that it's never going to change because I guarantee he'll let us see the goal. I guarantee we see the goal because of him.
That's why I'm hoping it's 3-1 in the end. All right. Let's just go to some news, some transfer news because it's still transfer season. As much as I love transfer season and as well as I do in transfer season, like talking about transfer season, I kind of want this shit to be over. I'm not gonna front.
I don't.
What's up, Nathan? How we doing, bro? I didn't even get to welcome
Yeah.
you. Welcome. Let me 1 second. Welcome.
I don't
So-
hear it.
I don't actually Chelsea ITV. I don't. The reason I don't is because I don't think you can play Caicedo in this game for the amount of minutes that he's played in the last few games and the amount of ground that he had to cover in the last few games. I think it's more likely that you play in Cuckoo than you playing Caicedo. And I'm pretty sure actually Nkuku came off the pitch before Caicedo. I highly doubt that he plays Caicedo in this game. That's the one, maybe off the bench, but I just don't see it. I don't see KDH playing either because he played a lot of this game too, a lot of the last game too. Like I just don't see it. I don't see it. And I've been wrong about these lineups. Don't get me wrong. Like, I've absolutely been wrong on these lineups. This is what I think that he'll do. I think he does rely on Nkuku a lot in the attacking areas to be creative. So like I just really don't see it, man. I don't. I wish I could tell you otherwise, but I just don't. Yeah, up top, bro. Up top, it feels like that right now. If you're not it's the wingers really. That's the system, but like he is the major goal threat at this current moment. Him and Palmer. That's why I have him in the middle. Like that's literally why I have him in the middle. Like, maybe give Jackson the opportunity to go one-on-one a bunch of times against a fullback, maybe best for him. And then having Nkuku and Palmer be the connectors in the team. That's why I have the system this way, the setup this way. Yeah, let me get to some of this news. 1 second.
Wasn't there also news about the squad with Neto not playing?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna pull that up.
Just to bring up a point about using the same lineup, I think that would be worrisome if we see the same lineup to play City and to play Wolves. Kind of like what West Ham did today. They use the same lineup. As soon as he brings on all his changes, you saw what they did. So I don't think he's gonna set up the same lineup at that. Just carrying out what your point was, Joy.
So, Pedro Neto, João Felix would likely come off the bench tomorrow. We kind of knew that. It takes some time to understand the system. Pedro Neto's been here for about a little over a week, and Felix has been here less than a week. So
yeah,
it's probably pretty understanding. And Neto also played 60 minutes. So we'll see him off the bench for sure. That's just
20, 30
we'll definitely
minutes.
see him off the bench. 30 minutes, something along the lines of that.
Estavo. Wow.
Estevao, not
I thought
Estavo.
this was pretty cool to hear from Caicedo. The system is different now because now with this manager, he always demands the players are in the right place to get the ball and to keep it. Maybe last year it was more free and you could move everywhere with personality, but it's better from now on to understand that because we are young and we can learn a lot. Prime, you don't know who Lamar Samuels is? That's Lamar Samuels.
Is Nathan here? Or is he silent?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. Welcome, Prime. Welcome. 1 second. Welcome. And that's Lamar Samuels. Let me zoom in for you, bro.
Lamar Samuels. That's too funny.
That's a Control Plus. Fair enough.
That's Lamar Samuels. Prime, that's Lamar Samuels.
You didn't even believe that was his name until Lucas told you, and he still didn't believe it.
I didn't, but I'm using it.
You got to inspect element the Levi and the Cole out.
This is interesting. Maresca said that he was a top. Felix is a top player, and have known João for many years. Now working with him day by day, and I will even know him even better. Well, he's gonna be here for a while now, so hopefully you're here for a while. This is an interesting topic. Ipswich This is actually, let me actually pull this up differently for you guys. 1 second. I actually have a better post about this. So Ipswich found a medical issue while doing Armando Broja's medicals. They want a lower fee with the ongoing fitness issue. Chelsea, however, is sticking to the verbally discussed £30 million obligation next summer. So that's the reason for that. This is, what do you guys think about this? Do you think that we should just lower the deal, lower the price, and just like get rid of them?
I mean, to be fair,
No.
they might back out the deal, to be honest, because of what they found. It's his Achilles, right? So that's £30 million obligation. Obviously, they're thinking that's a bit too high, considering he's a risk if he does one more injury to that Achilles that's him finished. So, yeah, it's a tough one. He's not on crazy wages though. Like I think if he was on higher wages, we would lower the price just to get rid of him, like to guarantee we get rid of him. But it just depends whether Ipswich are actually serious about pulling out. Maybe they actually do go find someone else, and then he's stuck. He comes back to us, and we're stuck with him. But here's my thing: he's 22 years old, though. Like he's still got plenty of years to potentially rediscover, not so much his best form self, but able to still play football and hopefully not re-injure his Achilles, especially in England because we don't play on AstroTurf. But yeah, it's I don't think it's going to be too much of an issue. Like the hierarchy at Chelsea, probably not thinking too much on this because there's other players we need to get rid of before him. But it's just unfortunate that they got flagged in the medical. Yeah, we've got a little over a week or so we'll just have to monitor it. I mean, indications are saying that they're going to pull out, so maybe there's another place we can send him to.
Lower it by 5 million, lower it to 20 million. Bargov, we think we should win tomorrow, man. Wolves got weaker in the end. Like we should be dealing with this team much better than we have in the past. That's just my opinion. All right, let's talk about our Wonder Kid, man. Let's talk about our Wonder Kid real quick, because this is just impressive as fuck. When does this kid turn 18? Let's see.
Look on
Bro,
Twitter.
April of next year, he's going to destroy that fucking record. He's going to destroy Neymar's record, bro. He's going to destroy it. Like, this is great. This kid is unbelievable, man. This kid's unbelievable, bro. Like this kid, I watch every time I watch him, bro. This is like the 4th or 5th time I watch him. And I can't even put it up to the league anymore. Like, at a point, it's like, all right, like he's playing in the Brazilian league, right? He's playing in the Brazilian league. That's we gotta kind of temper our expectations. Okay. But are we being serious about this? Like, this kid is amazing, bro. I've never seen somebody skip by so many people in my entire life. The last time I seen it, it was Neymar comps, bro. When we were kids, we were sitting there watching YouTube videos of Neymar just cooking people. That's the only way we were watching Brazilian football. I know none of you were watching Brazilian football back then. You don't gotta lie. Okay? Like, this kid, though, maybe outside of Lucas Costa, by the way. Lucas Costa, if you're in here, my apologies. I know you may have been watching Neymar back then. But this kid, man, it's unhinged, bro. It's unhinged. It really is. It's unhinged. It doesn't even like the comprehension of how good this kid is at 17 years old. Like, it is phenomenal. And like, not to downplay Paez, because Paez, I think, especially in the system that we're playing, will end up fitting like pretty well. Like, he fits in real well in
the
a
10,
couple
yeah.
areas, like the 10 and that 8 left-sided 8 position that I think that Enzo plays. Like, he fits. But 4 GA in 61 minutes in any professional league is
He got
nasty.
4.
4 GA in 61
He
minutes.
got, for what I saw, he
Bro.
got 2 goals and 1 assist.
Nope, 2 goals, 2
Fucking hell.
assists. And Bargov, I'm
That's mad.
from my parents, both of my parents are from Lebanon, both of them. But I live in Arizona. I'm originally from New York. Yeah, bro scored 2 goals and had 2 assists. And he already replaced Rafinha in the Brazil squad at the age of 17. We say Rafinha, but we're going to use Martinelli. We're going to use Martinelli. Yeah, I live in right now it's West Coast time. Till daylight savings. Well, all you schmucks still believe in that shit. I watched that boy. Oh, whew. Man, these kids, bro, that we have, they're just special. Like that's nutty. I didn't know that. Did you guys know that? Nathan, you
Nah.
knew that? Did you know that?
Yeah, I heard about this. Yeah.
I did
Yeah,
not know that. That's nutty.
Nike don't play around when they see these wonder kids. They sign
I
them up
mean,
as
bro,
early as
they
can.
literally called him Messinho, so I guess that's like
Oh yeah.
they were
Once you get a
calling him
nickname like that.
Messinho in Brazil in the young Brazilian leagues. He's like 16 playing U21 cooking people. Yo, I'm telling you, bro, it's about to be movies next year with these kids, bro. Movies. Fucking movies, bro. I can't wait till this kid hits the first international break. Me and RSM are doing a watch along. And
For Brazil.
and it's Brazil versus Ecuador. So it's Paez versus Esteval, bro. It's where like every Chelsea
there.
fan should be tuned in.
I'm there.
It's like it's gonna be every Chelsea fan should tune into that game. First game in the international break, Brazil versus Ecuador. We will be here for that. By the way, I'm not trying to look too far ahead because obviously we got Wolves tomorrow. But that shit, like
I'm more
everyone,
excited for that than
like when you see how talented this kid is, like with your own eyes against top class, like he's gonna be going up against Hincapié, bro. Like if we get that Esteval off the bench, 60th minute, him giving like a 30-minute cameo. That shit's gonna be awesome. It'll be that's gonna be one for us to remember, bro. That's gonna be one for us to remember. For real. It's gonna be one for us to be sitting here and being like, remember when we sat here and watched both of these these kids play together? Play against each other right before they headed to Chelsea. Man. This shit is exciting. This kid is exciting, man. We won't have winger issues next year. Let's just say that. Like, this is the last year we will ever have winger issues.
Yeah, that's what proper scouting does, huh? I mean, look at City and Savinho. So
yeah, the last year we and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, Nathan. This kid is as good as Savinho.
Oh,
Like,
100%. I see him as
He's
slightly a different
already as
profile
good
as
as
well.
Savinho. And,
Yeah,
he's
got a bit more to his game. Yeah.
The end product, bro. It's the end product for me.
I see
it-
the vision in him as well, like the vision
like
that he has on the ball.
all of
Yeah.
it, bro. It's all of it.
Yeah.
It's the end product that you get from, bro. It's the end product that you get from this kid, bro. That you're getting
Yeah.
from this kid. That is not just the scoring, but the vision on the ball, the willingness to
Yeah.
pass. These are the
Yeah.
two things that you just at his age, the
Yeah.
advanced thought process that's going like the thought processes that are going through his head while he's on the run is just so impressive, bro. And he
Because I think-
he never has his head down.
No,
Like
that's it.
He never has his head down, Nathan. He never. It's never. If the ball's on the ball, he does sometimes have a little bit of a heavy touch, but his head is never down. Never.
Well,
It's
we're used to
always
seeing-
up. And that's
we're
how
used to seeing
football
that,
should
aren't
be
we?
played.
We
Literally,
used to
that's
seeing a
how
particular
football should be
winger
played.
with dribble with his head down too much, huh? So yeah, I know what
Bro.
you mean. But
Bro,
because we live in an age.
the biggest gripe I have with Sterling is he dribbles
Oh,
with his head
100%.
down.
Yeah, because like players like Esteval, they don't really need. They don't.
You know what
think
my
on the
you know
ball,
what
they
my
don't
old
need to.
football coach told me when I was growing up? He's like,
What's
I'm gonna
that?
put a neck brace on you. You're gonna
Force
have to
you to keep your head
practice
up.
with a neck brace if you don't you
Yeah.
don't put your head up.
Force you to keep your head up. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Mhm.
That's the thing, because we live in this day and age. You have obviously G&A, like G&A is the be all and end all, right? But like wingers like this, like obviously, sure, if they're in a position to shoot, they will and they can. But there's more to their game to allow them to influence like the forward
Bro,
line
this
than
kid
just
this
kind
kid
of
is
cut
so
and
much
shoot.
further than what Vinny was at this age. Like
Yeah,
miles ahead of what Vinny was. Miles. Like absolute miles ahead of where Vinny was, like at this age.
yeah. I mean, even Endrick as well, because obviously he got all the hype compared to Esteban and
I hope
Savinho,
Hendrick
so,
gets a loan, bro. Like Vitor
Hendrick's-
Roque
yeah.
got his loan. I'm so happy
Yeah.
for him. I'm so
Yeah.
happy for Vitor Roque. I'm watching Betsy's games.
yeah.
I'm very happy for Vitor
I'll
Roque.
keep an eye on
I'm
that.
like that's something I'm.
I hope it don't turn out the way it did like Gabriel Barbosa, Gabigol as they nicknamed him when he left Brazil, went to Inter Milan. It just did not work out. He was supposed to be the next big striker since Adriano, but
Nah,
just never really-
nah,
did you-
Melon, nah, son. You did not change that man's wiki, son.
Oh, you're kidding.
You
What?
did not change this man's wiki, son.
You did not call Lamar Samuels.
You did not, dude. Yo. This is crazy, bro. Look at
Oh
this.
my!
Lamar Samuels is an English professional footballer who plays center back.
You gotta clip that. You gotta clip that.
Oh my god. You did not. We know his name. We know the name,
Bro,
right?
it's right there, man.
It's right there, right? It's right there. Right here.
I did that so long ago,
Oh
bro.
my days.
Melon, if you get a knock at the door, then you know why. Might be some men in suits wanting to talk to you.
Yo, that's awesome, son. That is awesome.
Yeah, that is.
Yo,
that is
tomorrow
peak.
while we're on the watch along, Melon, on Lewis's stream, we gotta make sure. We gotta
You gotta
make
bring
sure
that
we're just every time Lamar Samuel's done
Lamar
something dumb,
Samuels.
we gotta make sure we call him out by his real name.
Does Lewis not have a ticket? He's doing a watch along, yeah.
Yeah, he's watching.
We'll
watching
make
the-
sure he gets with the program. We'll make sure he gets with
Okay,
the
yeah.
program.
He's only doing a watch long because he's going carnival after.
Yeah, he's going to Carnival right. I don't know if he'll go to Carnival right after that though.
Yeah.
Hey Joey, if there's a big gap in the streamer market for the watch alongs, you know what to do.
I might do a watch along for that Liverpool game. I'm not even at the front.
Who are they playing?
Palace.
Brentford.
No.
Brentford. That should be a good game, I think.
Okay, here's what
Liverpool.
Fabrizio said today.
Liverpool win that 3-0.
Let's get through the tin hat stuff. And then I'm gonna end it, and then I'm gonna cook Ahmed and fucking NCAA. And then take a nap before I go out tonight. All right. So on Chelsea striker search, Chelsea don't want to pay crazy salary for Osimhen. He doesn't want to go on loan, so we'll see. Let's see. Chelsea also got a list of other potential other targets. One they still like is John Duran. We'll do Murillo. We'll do more Murillo news tomorrow. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Because I feel like there's going to be more news on that. Whoops.
Shouldn't be looking through Twitter.
Fab also did say that PSG in his video, Fab did not mention PSG for Victor Osimhen. It was either Chelsea or Saudi. And from my understanding, Saudi's already he already doesn't want to take the Saudi deal. So it kind of leaves him in a place where it's like, do you just end up taking this loan? Hopefully it's not a straight loan without any obligation or option. Like we should have at least an option.
How long left does he have on his contract?
3 years. And that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is, Kishian. We're just calling the bluff. They don't really have a place to turn is a thing. And I really don't think Saudi's going to come and help them. You know what, Mike? I would be very surprised if they went and signed Guy Carez. I would be very surprised. And you can have a 2-year loan. That is right. You can have a 2-year loan. But I would be very, very surprised if anyone got Guy Carez this window. Very surprised. Yep. Prime's just ahead of the game already. Just trying to get ahead of the game, man.
You think Payet would play on the left?
No.
No.
I think he's a right winger or 10.
No,
Yeah.
he's a 10.
Or 8,
Out and out 10.
8 for Ecuador.
Yeah, maybe an 8 potentially. Yeah.
Yeah, that could cook.
Oh.
Man.
Him and Caicedo.
Yep. That's why you just get Hincape and then you just do all 3. Fuck Murillo.
No. Fucking Capo.
Fuck Murillo. He's 4'10".
I want Ignacio. I don't want any of these other fuckers.
That's fair.
We have
can get
2
down to
very
that.
good left backs, left centre backs.
Yeah. So that's why
I'd
I
be
was
fine staying
suggesting
with what we
Vega
have.
at left centre back, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know what we go for. I did think it would be a left center back though, to be honest.
Well, do you not like Vega at left centre back?
No, it's not that I don't like him.
Nathan.
I just think he's our backup left back.
No,
Yeah.
I think he can play left
Definitely.
centre back. That's the thing, because obviously Cucurella ideally would be our left back, and then the way Lamar Samuels has been playing, I'd personally swap him out for Vega, but that's just me.
I do think Vega just needs a year though.
Oh yeah, we should be.
I do think we did find something in that guy.
We should be
he's a
easing him into the
beast.
squad. Yeah,
He's
I did
so
think we
good.
found something in that
oh,
guy.
he's got the physique for the Premier League for sure.
Yes,
Mhm.
absolutely. He
It
tears
seems
it
like
up
he's
on
got the
low
mentality as well. The way he goes into tackles, obviously he's
Yeah.
got that combination of aggression, but he's actually calculated in how he goes into a tackle.
His positioning is really good as well.
Yeah,
Really helps him.
Yeah, this
But
is
yeah,
it's
Stealing
really
that.
this is Victor Osimhen though situation for me is just about what the player wants. Does he
I
want?
think it goes down to deadline day, to be honest.
I think we get him on deadline day, bro. I think it ends up being a situation where Iqbal is just like, fuck all this bullshit. Let's just get this done, and he gets
Yeah.
it done for a middle middle of the pack situation where he figures out a compromise with ADL to get it done.
That's the thing, because we've already sorted them out with Lukaku. So like, to make it literally go down to
Well, they
deadline day
really
for ADL,
don't really
to
have
hang on
options,
to it.
bro. All week they're gonna be sitting here and like
Yeah.
they're gonna be wondering if somebody else is gonna come and help them. And fucking Lookman will be on his way to PSG, and
Yeah.
fucking and it'll just be either Saudi and us. Arsenal
Yeah.
ain't coming to help them,
Yeah.
and once again, I keep on saying to help them, but realistically, we need this player, like really.
That's
bad.
all it is.
We
Yeah, it's
really
nothing to do.
fucking
Yeah,
need
we're
this
trying to
player.
help him out. We already did. We gave him Lukaku.
We
We,
fucking need this
we helped
player,
your manager stay in his job because he would have walked if he didn't get Lukaku. He would have walked.
Well, bro, it's not like, all right, so you buy Lukaku, but you don't buy any of the midfielders he needs. Like, he needs this deal to go through for him to get the midfielders he wants.
They're trying to get Gilmore, right? Like that deal's
Gilmore,
progressing, isn't it?
McTominay,
Yesterday.
potentially Carney, like,
Yeah. See, I don't know about this whole
and
Carney
it's best
situation.
for
to be
us to
honest.
do this so we can get rid of more players, bro.
Hmm.
Like, if they want Carney in this deal, then just give him Carney in this deal. Give him Carney and 70 million and see what they say.
To be honest, I just think Carney's
That's
being.
what I think. I think you just do Carney and 70 million and just see what they say. And like,
yeah, that would work.
we just
don't know, I
gave you a
just-
deal on Lukaku. That's the deal. We'll do 70 million plus 15 if you want. If he scores the goals, we'll give you the 15.
I just think Carney's being included in the deal or being mentioned in the deal just because he's not favored with us. That's the thing. I don't know. It don't strike me as a type of player Conte would actually have looked at and gone, yeah. I
Gilmore
want Carney
cooked today,
to
but
make
Matt
that."
O'Reilly's better than Gilmore by like,
Yeah, wow.
it's like not
Wow,
even
yeah.
close.
Yeah.
Like Matt O'Reilly's way better than Gilmore.
It'd be like 35 mil plus that transfer. It's supposed to be the biggest deal in Scottish transfer history once it goes through to Brighton. So that's a good deal.
Mafia, I'll give them both. I'll give them both.
Yeah, you see, Cassidy would make a lot more sense because he's Italian. He speaks the language. He's from there. He's highly rated in Italy. It'd make a lot more sense than Carney. But I'm not saying Carney's not a good player because he is. But yeah, I just find it very strange how Carney just suddenly got brought up like a couple of weeks back into the
That's
Victor
been a failure.
deal.
Carney's
Was
been a
that JK?
failure.
Yeah, it's just injuries because we saw
I
glimpses.
know.
Like we have this issue at Chelsea as well. We have players that show glimpses of what they can do, then they just get injured, and that's it. Don't hear or see from them again. But yes, if we're talking like realistically, yes, he has been a failure for what we paid for him, and he hasn't really been able to impact the team.
Yes,
It's
Brian.
annoying, man.
Whoa.
Annoying.
Yes, that's exactly what that means.
That's what it is. Yeah,
That's exactly what that is.
you know what? This ownership's done with failures and done with giving people too much time to get good at some point. So
All right.
is what it is.
Let's switch the topic quick. Let's switch the topic quick. Because I want this to kind of be the end of the show here.
Oh yeah, ask Madam. He's very happy about him doing weird comments in the group chat.
What?
Huh?
Madam was doing weird comments
Who
in the
is?
group chat about it. Madam
Me.
was
Doing
a
what?
man you lost today, saying you get off to it.
What you
What do you
pressing
want,
me for?
JK? What do you want about this?
Do you not read the group chat earlier of him? Melon saying he gets off to Man United losing.
Oh my god.
Bro, JK was saying that.
JK
And I'm
so-
saying,
I told him-
yeah,
Takes things so
Bro.
literal, bro. He's like over here taking things mad literal, bro.
I
Mate,
don't actually wank off to when United lose, bro. But you know
oh, brother, Jesus fucking
talking about?
Christ.
Don't be a weirdo, Melon. Don't be a weirdo.
What are you talking about?
Oh my God, man.
I'm
I did not need
there
to-
saying- Bro,
All right. What did you guys think about Man U's loss? What did you guys think? Let's get off that subject. What did you guys think of Man U's loss? Like, how
I
did you
wasn't
think
wanking
what
to
did
it.
you guys
I'm
think
not
of
even
it?
surprised. I'm not even
Fuck's
surprised.
sake,
They still
JK.
got Ten Hag in charge. What do these guys expect? This
We're
guy's
trying to
suddenly
get
changed his
monetized,
way.
JK. You want to talk about this? Come
Yeah,
on, bro.
JK.
I didn't. He said it, not me. You didn't say the word W-A-N-K.
Some things,
Brought it
JK, can be left in the group chat. You know what I'm saying?
What happens in the group chat stays
Yeah,
in the
sometimes
group
it
chat,
just
bro.
stay in the group chat. You know what I mean? He's dying over here, bro. Like Nathan, what you think about the game, bro?
I'm not surprised. Like I'll tell you, like I'll be honest with the way Brighton played because obviously I've never seen much of Fabian Herzl's like style of football and whatnot, and obviously seeing the young talent they've brought, kind of doing what we're doing, but just with the other so-called talent, like other talent that we didn't go after, basically. So it was just the manner in which United lost. I wasn't surprised. Like they're still playing the same football under the same manager from last season. These guys instantly thought they're going to match Brighton, like obviously with a new manager, new style of play, new players and whatnot. And they're expecting players like Xerxes to bail them out in situations like that. Like Ahmed's a good player. Ahmed Diallo's a very good player. I rate him highly as well. But he can only do so much. Like opposition are going to like double up on him, limit his impact in the game. Rashford just looks like he's finished. I can't lie. He's not really doing anything on that left hand side. And then Mason Mount up top with Bruno Fernandes. Are you fucking stupid? Like, I mean, I get it. Like Mason Mount's press is quite like it seems quite effective in this system. Like he'll just run till no ends, but he can't score. Bruno Fernandes is too hot and cold. 1 minute he turns up, next minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, he's just throwing his hands up in the air like a mime. So, what do they expect? Some men tell me that you're going to get 89 goals this season with their forward line. Are you fucking taking the piss?
Oh, bro, I cooked Tyler for that Ty today, bro, for that on never
What
a foul
are you
actually.
on about? This is not a cohesive forward line. It's not cohesive whatsoever.
I
once
was like,
Xerxes
Mason Mount is your striker, and you guys are gonna score 80 goals, bro.
Even
Where?
if it was Rasmus. Even if it's Rasmus.
I told them, I was like, even some of your fans don't think you're gonna score. I know that
Oh yeah, I know there's a large
Flawless
section that really don't believe
Flawless
that, yeah.
says it all the time.
Oh, of course.
He says it all the
Flawless
time. He's like, I
Ransom.
don't know where these goals are coming from. You guys are expecting goals. I don't know where these goals are coming from.
Ransom, Bansal, and Meunier, they're not
Yeah.
fooled. They're not fooled whatsoever. Their backline as well. These guys trying to tell us that our backline is worse than theirs. I mean, I get it. Like our centre backs aren't great, but like fuck me, these guys cannot. The space they gave for Pedro's goal. I mean, I don't even think our defenders would do
Bro,
that.
that was like
5 players just
that was
open.
that like the kids I coached back in kids I coached back in that were like 8 years old, bro. They wouldn't even have done that shit.
No chance.
Like,
Simple ball watching at this level is just
bro,
dead,
a lot
man.
of that was Casemiro.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
just vacated. He
Yeah.
thought he was like, I'm gonna be going and pressing the man, and he just vacated, and he was wide the fuck open.
Yeah, because
And
they
not
got
for
drawn out
nothing-
to Simon Adingra.
And not
Yeah,
for nothing, Nathan. That shit was open for Fulham too.
it was.
That shit happened in Fulham. They just didn't take advantage of it.
Yeah,
Had a
they were
ring
wasteful,
saw it
yeah.
though.
Yeah. That's the thing. They don't have the legs. And Kobe
Oh,
Mainoo,
look
like,
at
he
that
should be
Wesley
playing
kid
that
went
deep.
to that Wesley kid ended his career.
Yeah.
Al Nassar.
That's the thing. Like, Anana's not a commanding goalkeeper. He don't talk as well. Because I could also look at the goalkeeper and say, like, you should be directing your defense and telling him, like, positionally where to be. Because you can see everything. And this man just don't say nothing. He just expects his defenders to just sort it out. And, like, Martinez and Maguire just, yeah. I mean, first goal even I'd somewhat attribute a little bit of blame to Mazraoui because he didn't cut the cross out, but
Wow,
the rest was the centre backs. Martinez left his man. Just simple tapping, but
My
yeah, it's gonna be a
the
long,
tro-
it's gonna be a
the-
long
the
season.
troll
for
I
United.
hate to love the most. Love to
He's
hate
good
the
at
most. That's
Angelini.
what it is.
Yeah.
Love to hate the most.
Hey, he
like-
plays the game well. Yeah, I'll
He
give him
does. He
that.
does a good job. I actually muted him for a while, so he was in the chat talking to himself. For a bit. So like
Yeah.
he could talk in the chat, but I couldn't see him. Like he could go in
Yeah.
here and talk all he wanted, but I couldn't see him. But I unmuted him today. So
Don't put
Yeah,
a whole
that's fair.
pack of walls in there.
No, there's another guy called Z as well. ZEE. He loves to chat the most, and then once you bring up like certain points, he just shuts right up. So
Hey,
that's what it is.
we talked about Manchester United and Naciolini showed up. What a surprise.
Mm, he spawned in.
It's okay though. JK, son. I just saw your private chat. Fucking
So that's yeah, it is.
fucking let's talk about Villa real quick, okay? Because I I don't want to hate on Villa, bro. I don't. But there's a guy on Never a Foul. I don't know if you guys saw me
I've
on Never
seen
a
the
Foul.
guy, yeah, I
On
know the one you're talking
Saturdays,
about.
by
Very
the
smug.
way,
He's
everyone.
very smug, yeah.
On Saturdays, everyone, I'm going to be on Never a Foul every single day. So I'm going to be holding smoke for Chelsea every single day, every single time we lose. So you're welcome.
As you should.
But I'm going to definitely be, because now that I know how much smoke I'm going to be holding, like I'm giving all the smoke out. Like I don't give a fuck.
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm
No
going
mercy
all
for
out.
these
Like
men.
I'm not holding back
Yeah.
on nobody. And this
Yeah.
fucking Aston Villa fan, bro, in the cheek of this guy, bro, the cheek of this guy, and the way that he talks down to us, and the way that he talks down to our team, that like he didn't finish 3 points behind us with 3 points behind us with a fucking and the only reason he's even 3 points ahead, the 3 or 4 points that he was ahead of us is because the refs gave him the second game against them. That Badia Shield goal was a goal against Villa, and they stole that shit from us. The 90th minute goal. We should have won that fucking game. We should have won that fucking game, bro. There was no reason why they should have taken that goal off. And they take it off. If they don't take that goal off, we make top 4 more than likely.
Yeah,
Instead
I think
of it being 1 point, it's 2 points.
Yeah.
We
Would've
beat
been in
one of these
Europa League.
fucking douchebag, stupid little fuckers that are bottom of the barrel that Poch couldn't beat, and we make top 4. Like, it's that simple. Like, we would have been ahead of Spurs if we just got that one game, and we wouldn't even have been in the Conference League. That one game changed everything. That one goal that they took away from us changed the entire outlook of that season. People don't
10
want to
men
actually look
Burnley.
at that. I saw that shit and I was like, this is gonna fuck up our season.
Yeah.
Right here. This one result was gonna fuck up our season. Podge would have still been here, so it's unfortunate. So we did get some good out of it, but
Yeah. There was some silver lining at the end of the day, yeah.
yeah. But
Big
that's
up,
my
JK.
point here, right? This Villa
And it
fan,
can,
man.
bro.
This Villa fan. He came around and
Big up,
he
JK.
said he came around and he said Ollie Watkins is the second best striker in the league, even if you get Victor Osimhen. I was like, okay.
Oh boy.
I was like, then he said, oh yeah, and we're gonna get João Felix. And I was like, okay, we'll see. And then we were having that, bro. Daniel, this was a channel. This was 2 episodes ago. This happened. This was 2 episodes ago that happened. And then we had a conversation about Solanke versus the Solanke signing versus what Ollie Watkins is. To me, Ollie Watkins and Dominic Solanke are about the same level. They're about the same level. To me, they're about the same level. I don't see a big difference between the two. They both, when they get chances, they're a one out of 4 kind of chance striker. It's the best way of describing it. 1 out of 4 chance type striker. Okay. That's what they
They
are.
both had one season where they scored 20 plus goals as well. And that's about it. Because they've never really done that before.
See,
in their
you
careers.
guys can try to convince me all you want that Watkins is better, but look what Watkins looked like today.
Yeah. The chance he missed.
Look who has to come in to save him every single time. They saved who saved them last week? It wasn't Watkins.
Nope.
The guy they want to sell saved them.
Varane?
Yeah, to run. Yeah.
And then when I said that, bro, yo, Watkins ain't something special to be like touting over like he's the best striker in the league. He's not even like, in my opinion, he's not better than Isak.
No chance from a
And
technical
he's
level.
not
no.
better than, I don't need to say Haaland. I don't even need to say that name.
That's a given.
I don't need to say that name. I really don't. I don't need to say that name. And him and Solanke could fight for 3rd or 4th.
To be honest, I'm putting Tony above him. I know it sounds like a controversial.
Yeah, I
thing to
mean,
say, but
they're all right around the same level to me. To me, they're right. They all have different qualities that
Attributes,
they're good at in certain senses, and there's qualities that they're not good at. But to
Yeah.
me, they're all around the same level. I mean, Tony's technically probably a little bit better than both of those two,
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
but
brings more people into
I
the
just
game
don't
as well.
see. I don't see clinicalness from Watkins. I mean, he had a clinical moment in the Euros. Congratulations to him. I'll give him that. But like, I don't see clinicalness from Watkins. The runs are good, but they're not great. The touch isn't like something to write home about. Like, I just see it as right around the average type strikers in this league. And not for nothing, he kept on telling us that he was going to finish ahead of us. But I struggled to find how when he had 3 players injured today and he has to play in Champions League. When we are supposedly have 40 players, right? We supposedly have 40 players. I don't know if you guys can hear my brother in the background playing Wukong screaming, but
That's all good.
um
There'll be 42 players once you get Osimhen. So
oh yeah, 42 players once we get Osimhen. That's right, because we don't make sales. Like none of the sales that we actually have are
Yeah, they're just not registering.
not going through.
No, they're just staying here and going to their clubs as well. So
Yeah.
like,
Exactly. I think we're down to like 34 at this current moment, 33, 34 at this current moment.
yeah.
As long
Yeah,
as
because
Broya goes,
Broya
we'll
hasn't
be
left,
down to
yeah.
32. We'll be down to 32 after Broya goes. So it's about 8 more players. 5 to 8 more players. And there is a couple of them that could potentially go to the PL2, like Cassidy. He'll probably like start a bunch of games for us, but he could definitely end up at the PL2. David Washington was a youth player, but will be in PL2. Angelo could definitely be in PL2, depending on how many loan spots that we have. I hope he doesn't. I hope Angelo actually gets a championship move. That would be good for him. A championship loan would be really good for Angelo. And their depth and Villa's depth is it's spooky, to say the least. I don't think they have much more outside of their front line in Philogene. Like Ramsey, we're talking Ramsey, Bailey, and Rogers. I don't think they have much because they got rid of Diaby and they got Philogene. So it's like 4 guys playing 3 positions. And like if one gets injured or you're like down to 3 guys in 2 competitions, and well, it'll be 3 competitions at minimum until they get knocked out of something. So it's not looking good for you, bruv. It's not looking good for you. Anyways, that's probably it. That's probably it for the show today. We will be back tomorrow for the game. I'll probably be back on Lewis's channel, and then I'll probably go live afterwards. So, adios, everybody. Up the Blues.
take care, everyone.
For all of you guys, I'm gonna play this video first, and then we'll do the Bob Marley exit like we always do. So, because most of you guys, it's already
Ladies and gentlemen, it's match day.
it's already match day for you guys. So we'll see you guys later for match day.